Hello friends, today we'll learn about Ikigai, and in last video we learn about the book How to Ikigai and the author Tim Shiro. But today we'll discuss about Ikigai. So welcome to the concept of Ikigai, your life's worth. Ikigai is the reason you get out of the bed in the morning. It is what you do every day that is meaningful to you and to others. You might not to understand what your Ikigai is right now, but this book is here to help you figure it out. The first thing you need to know is that Ikigai is a word and concept that comes from Okinawa, Japan. To pronounce the word correctly, the first thing you must do is smile. Lift your cheeks in a bright green and start with the sound E. As in V, or free, the Japanese pronounce the letter as E. Since there is have efficient words in this, but here letter I S double, since there where I is in Ikigai. Then to pronounce the word properly, you say Ikigai with a smile. So in this para we can understand the how the pronunciation of the Ikigai and from where it has come from. Okay, in addition to it is being your purpose, the reason you get out of the bed in the morning. Ikigai is a map. When you practice your purpose, you are also following a map that can lead you discovering your gifts. The second thing you need to know is that your Ikigai is within reach. This book is intended to help you shine a spotlight on your Ikigai. Once you zoom in on what you are good at and what you love to do, your Ikigai will begin to offer your rewards. Did you get? Your Ikigai will be and you are good at what you love to do, and your Ikigai will begin to offer your rewards. You will get out of the bed every day with a clear understanding of why you got up out of the bed in the first place. Ikigai is a map. When you practice your purpose, you are also following a map that can lead you discovering your gifts in addition to being your purpose. Okay. So, once you discover your gifts, every day that you practice your Ikigai, you will also become more in tune with these gifts. You will find yourself sharing them often, and others will reward you for doing it. Okay, so Ikigai is a map that travels in a circle of gifts. There are 4 things in a circle. Okay, do what you love to do. Means there are a lot of things, but few things we love to do. Do what you are good at. You must be good at a lot of things. Do what the world needs. Do what you can be rewarded for. When I was hired to be a radio host at CBC Radio 2, it's about Tim Shiro and the author of this book. Little did I know that I would find a dozen chances each day to feel the full of circle of gifts that come from Ikigai. On the surface, the job description was to research the songs that would be played on each night's broadcast and to share details with the listeners. I was pleased to learn that being a radio host was much more than that. I got 12 chances to tell meaningful 1-minute stories on each show. That is my Ikigai. That is the author's Ikigai, to delight others. And the process of it, he delights himself. The job, and it is about the circle of gifts. Like you are good at delight others, you love to do. You are getting chance to love yourself as you are delight to others. That is your favorite to do. That is you love to do. You are good at as well. So the job of radio host is to be a companion to the listener. 90% of the people that listen to the radio are tuning in by themselves. It's about 90%. They are driving a vehicle or listening through headphones on their smartphones as they ride on a train or bus. Some listeners could be at home doing the dishes or working on a project in the wood shop. My job was to make the spaces between the songs as meaningful as or more meaningful than the songs. CBC provides wonderful support for radio hosts. I worked with trusted producers and two radio coaches. Early in my training, the coaches taught me there are only four kinds of stories to tell on the radio. They cited radio coaching expert Valerie Geller sharing that had heart, pocketbook, and the transformation. These are not only four kind of stories I need to tell. So the stories would be the focus on the narratives I would tell. The stories I would write and share each day would make the listeners think and feel. I would tell stories that could provide information about financial security. I would also tell stories of full transformation that begin with once upon a time and ended with they lived happily ever after. The coaches inspired me to find tales that would matter to the listeners. The stories needed to be meaningful. I worked very hard each day to find ones that related to the songs. So, the artists and the songwriters, when I found a story, I would have to figure out a way to understand why it felt meaningful to me. Did it share facts or an emotion? My challenge was to write each story and to deliver it on the radio so that it delighted the audience. I worked very hard at researching, writing, and delivering the stories every day. Then one day, a thick envelope arrived in the mail. It was from a man named Gary who lived in a teeny town called Stevan, Saskatchewan. Inside the envelope, I found a handmade cardboard and a small stack of photographs and the photocopies. Gary was an avid gardener and a formal jazz musician. He was writing to tell me how much he enjoyed the radio show each night. Gary also sent along photos of blossoms in his garden. He had Oscar Peterson roses and he had set up speakers outside so he could listen to jazz all the day as long as he tended his flowers. Gary had sent me the most wonderful gift. He has showed me that the music and the stories matter to him every day. Many more listeners would share their own stories of the delight they found in the radio show I hosted. I sent delight out each show through the radio waves, and the listeners sent delight back to me in return. We have been told that when you get a good education, you get a good job, and then you live a good life. But there is more. Figuring out your life's purpose may feel like a daunting task. Where do you start? Is there science that supports life purpose? What steps do you take and how do you know you are on the right path? These are overwhelming questions that keep people from even beginning the Ikigai journey. Instead, people tend to default to the beliefs that society and institutionalized education have peddled to us for years because they are what is safe and familiar. We have been told that when you get a good education, you get a good job, and then you live a good life. But there is more. Follow the Ikigai map and you will see for yourself. The Ikigai map has 4 simple directions to follow. As I told you in the starting, do what you love, do what you are good at, do what the world needs, do what you can be rewarded for. Ikigai comes in 2 parts. There are half Ikigai and full Ikigai. So the 2 directions is half Ikigai and the full Ikigai included all 4 directions. These directions are deceptively simple, but they take work to understand and put into action. The good news is that the work you put into following these directions will result in immediate rewards. Eventually, you will begin to understand that Ikigai is more enjoyable when you share it with the world. Ikigai comes in two parts. They are half Ikigai and full Ikigai. Half Ikigai focuses on you, what you love and what you are good at. Full Ikigai shows you full cycle of Ikigai, seeing how doing what you love, what you are good at, provides for the world and flows rewards back to you. As soon as you commit to your half Ikigai, you will begin to see benefits. Your half Ikigai will bring you clearer understanding of yourself and you can begin your work. Eventually, you will begin to understand that Ikigai is more enjoyable when you share it with the world. That is when magic starts to happen. You will be on the path to realizing your full Ikigai and your work will be as easy to do as following a star in the sky. So the para says that it has divided into two parts. One is half Ikigai and second is full Ikigai. So when you start doing what you love to do and you are good at, you will find that you are enjoying the Ikigai and you can say the half Ikigai. Gradually you will realizing that magic starts to happen. How? As you are doing what you love to do, as you and we should do, and you are doing you are good at, means you are providing your full of energy and full of stamina and you are into it with your heart and mind because you are doing what you love to do, and when we do what we love to do, so it means we are providing our 100% in that, and we are doing what we are good at means we are trying to improve, we are improving, we are learning that we are doing the thing in which we are good at. And once you started what you love to do and you are good at, you are improving day by day. And the second thing is then do what the one needs. When you are doing two things or directions half equal, then eventually you will get reached on the point of full Ikigai. You will try to understand what the world needs. You can say that you will add on your purpose with world's needs and you will be rewarded for that. That is full Ikigai. You will do what you love to do. Second thing, what you are good at. If you are good at something, you must like that thing. You must love the thing to do. And eventually you will get that if I'm doing this, like Tintamshura shared that he loves to delight others. Then he realized if I'm doing this, and the Gary made him realize that he is doing a beautiful thing. Means he is letting yourself, he is letting himself as well. So now this is the time for reward. So he got the gift from him because Gary also felt the same. So this is the main concept of Ikigai and the simple direction of it, as I have shared with you all of the things. So tomorrow we will learn something more about Ikigai. There are some stories. So for today it is done. So bye bye guys. We will talk next concept of Ikigai